Hello, fellow Americans. Today I am on air with famous novelist Thornton Wilder. Today we will begin to know a little bit about his life, his famous pieces of work, and the time period he was living in. So without further ado, good morning, Mr. Wilder.
Good morning, good morning. Thanks for having me today.
Of course, Mr. Wilder. I'm sure many people are wondering the same things as I am, so tell me a little bit about yourself, Thornton.
Well, I'll start out with, I was born in Madison, Wisconsin on April 17th, 1897. My father was a newspaper editor. I moved to California in my early years and attended middle school in Berkeley. I did not enjoy high school because I was bullied for being over intelligent.
Well, Mr. Wilder, it looks like being over intelligent has turned out pretty well for you, as now you are one of the most famous American playwrights. Where did you begin to write plays?
Thank you. I began my playwriting career while at the Thacker School in Ojai, California. It was at this moment I knew that I had a love and passion for playwriting.
After you found your love for playwriting, what did you do?
I attended college to expand and strengthen my writing skills. I attended Oberlin College before transferring to Yale and receiving my Bachelor of Arts degree in 1920. I refined my writing skills as a member of the Alpha Delta Pi fraternity, which was a literary society. I then got my Master of Arts degree in French literature from Princeton University in 1926.
That is very impressive, Thornton. Rumor has it you also served in the Army.
Well, I didn't quite get to serve. I was enlisted for 3 months and stationed in Rhode Island. This was a short period of time I spent before I attended college. During my time in the Army, I learned many life lessons and made relationships that I will never forget.
So were any of the plays inspired by a woman that you love dearly?
Well, actually, I've never expressed my love life publicly, and I would like to keep it that way.
Well, I respect that very much. Do you mind if I ask a few more questions about your life and the time period you lived in?
That would be fine. My life after I graduated was full of adventures. I studied archaeology and Italian in Rome, and then taught French at the Lawrenceville School in Lawrenceville, New Jersey in 1921.
So, when exactly did you begin writing your first play?
My first work was actually not a playwright, it was a novel. It was called The Kabbalah and published in 1926.
During your time of writing, what was going on around you and what made your stories and plays different from others?
Around the time when my first novel was written, the stock market crashed, but this was not my reasoning for writing The Kabbalah. This novel was inspired by a post-World War I child I met when studying abroad in Rome.
So, since the story was inspired by a past event, are any of your other stories written because of a world event that went on?
Much of my work can be seen from an inspirational background. My second novel, The Bridge of San Luis Rey, was written in honor of those civilians who were crossing the bridge when it collapsed in 1714.
In your very famous play, Our Town, is there any inspiration behind that?
Our Town was written in my own inspiration to make something new for the people to read. Every other author during my time period would only talk about life in present tense. I decided to talk about everyday life between 1901 and 1913 in a small town called Grover's Corners.
So is this the way you made your work different from other authors / playwriters? And what exactly did the people think about this type of play?
In my opinion, this is what separated me from other authors. I thought of new ideas to write about instead of writing about the same old things. People really liked my play, and I hope it continues to live on even after I die.
Well, I see you tended to write about past events. What was the reason behind this?
I tended to write about past events because many people tend to forget the importance of these events and how they helped shape our society. Writing in past tense is one of my favorite things to do because I feel as if it brings old events back to life. My writing makes the reader feel as if they were a character in my story during that time period.
Well, in the books and plays that I have witnessed, you have done a very great job of this. I do not have any further questions for you. Thank you for your time, Mr. Wilder. Best of luck in your future.
Thank you for having me, and best of luck to you as well.